Hello everyone, this is Orlando from A Collector's Dream. In this video, I'm going to show you part 2 of the N162 Goodwin Champion set. This is from 1888, and if you saw part 1, I showed these baseball players that you could see right now, and I showed half of the set. This is the number one set on the PSA Registry, with some additional bump ups because I do have better ones in SGC in some cases. So here we go. So this is part 2 of the video, and part 2 we're going to start off with one of the boxers, which is Jake Kilrain. This one is in a F4. It's another nice card. You can see him in the ring there fighting. I also have him in a SGC 5, so the 4 is the one from the registry, but I have a 5, which is, again, a beautiful card there. Let you get a good look at that. After that comes Mackenzie, Captain Mackenzie. He is a chess player, as you can see from the background of the card. Nice mustache there, goatee, dressed up, ready to play chess. That's in a 5. Next comes one of the jockeys, McLaughlin. I really like this card. The details of these cards is just beautiful. This is in a 6. McLaughlin jockey. If you take a good look at that, you can see, the horse, how they race, the track in the background, the boots they used. I mean, it's just they're really beautifully made cards. Back in 1888, if you look at my other videos, I talk about how they're made, handmade. This is the Mitchell, another one of the boxers. This is in an 8. This is the highest graded example. And it's just showing the muscles there. That's Mitchell in an 8. Pugilist. And along with that, they also had wrestlers. And this is one of the wrestlers, Muldoon, in a 5.5. Look at the muscles on Muldoon there, and the mustache. I just love the artwork on these cards. I keep saying that, but and I also have the Muldoon. That's a 5.5 and a 6. Here's the one in a 6. SGC 6. Bounce it up a little bit on the nice field. Next comes one of the jockeys, and this is one of the more important cards of this set. Not just because Isaac Murphy is one of the top jockeys at the time. He won the Kentucky Derby and many other big races, but he is one of the black athletes, and the only black athletes in this set, and one of the few black athletes that appears in any of the 1800s cards. So there's Isaac Murphy. I have this in better condition, raw. And I showed that in one of my other videos if you want to go back and look at it. This is in a 3.5. Isaac Murphy, Hall of Fame jockey. Next comes one of the runners, Myers. See that they would run, they would jump over those things, I imagine. Nice background there. That one's in a 6, Myers. And going along with the runners is the high jumper. And this one is in a 5. In part 1 of the video, I showed this card a couple times in the beginning because it was marked with the checklist in the back. Somebody had actually checked off each card they collected back in the 1800s. You can see this card is really nice. That's in a 5, but I also have it in a 5.5, which is a little bit nicer card there. SGC holder. Next comes the Bicyclist, and the next one is Prince, and this one is in an 8. And that's the highest graded example. And you can see the big bicycle they used to ride. One big wheel and tiny little wheel. They had to sit on the top there. Next comes the Broad Swordsman. And this is one of my favorite cards. Just the colors on this thing just pop. It's only in a 2. I also have a raw copy of this one that looks a lot better. But expensive to send to SGC at this point. I mean to PSA. But here, look at the card, look at the colors. Just a beautiful, beautiful card. Next comes another one of the Bicyclists, and this is Row. This is in a 7. That's the highest graded example. You can see him riding that bicycle. It's in a 7. Another one with some beautiful artwork is this Row card. In a 7 off-centered, but the artwork on that is just beautiful. I think he's in a subway or something. It looks like he's in the subway. But look at that guy, strong guy for those days. Well, pedestrian. They used to walk hundreds of miles competing. That's in a 7 off-centered. And here is Schaefer is next. That's in a 5, but I'll get you a better look at it here in the 7.5. It's a beautiful card with the medals, I guess he won. Billiards. Another one of the tennis players is Sears. No, he's not associated with the Sears company, but his name was Sears. I only have it in a 3. It's one I'd like to upgrade. I know who has one of those, and it's Ryan Nolan from Breakout Cards. I'm trying, hopefully I can contact him one day, get his Sears to upgrade my set. Okay, here's the N162 Sexton Billiards in a 6. You can see the actual table. Played in suits. Here comes another one of the billiard players, Slauson. Also in a 6. See the table? I'll show you the other one because I have him in a 7. So here he comes bumped up to a 7. And gotta get a better shot at that one. The colors are beautiful there, and like always, these cards are just pop. Next comes another boxer, Jim Smith, pugilist in a 3. Another one of the chess players, and this is a beauty in a 7, highest graded example. The chess player there, Steinitz. Got a beard. Okay, now comes another bicyclist. Another one here is Stevens and a 6. Most of these are either the highest grade or maybe 1 or 2 graded higher. Like this next one coming up here. This is one of the top cards in the set. And this was the top boxer in those days. This is John L. Sullivan. And this is in a 7. I know there is one 8 out there, but This is in a 7. It's a beautiful card. Showing him in the ring with his championship belt. He was the champion for many, many, many years. John L. Sullivan. Next comes one of the top tennis players, Taylor, in a 7. Again, this is the highest graded example. Its corners are sharp, everything's beautiful, just a little off center there. That's Taylor. Next comes an oarsman, and this is Teamer. Teamer is in a 5, PSA 5 holder. It's just off-centered. Corners are nice, but just way off-centered there. But that's Teamer. You have to have strong arms. They used to do long-term rowing, like marathon rowing. Next comes another one of the billiard players, and that's Vino. You know, one of the things with these cards, and this one, you see PSA grades is a 3. And the reason they graded this a 3 is because most of these cards were stuck on albums, like this one here, you see? So you can tell on the back they have a little bit of paper loss. And for that reason, even though they're beautiful in the front, some of these cards, and that's why I kind of get them, it's only a 3. But that's okay because I got it in a 6. Got it in a 6, just as nice in the front. That's the 3, and no paper loss or anything in the back. So there's the 6. Next comes one of my favorite cards of the set, and this is the strongest man in the world. In those days, this was the strongest guy. This was in a 7. This is the highest graded example. And this is Emil Voss. Emil Voss. Look him up on Wikipedia. May do another video just on a few of these players. But the strongest man in the world back in 1888. Look at that. There he is. That's a nice card and the highest graded example. Here comes next another one of the highest graded is another Bicyclist. This is wood in an 8. And I mentioned in my other videos, but I'll mention it again. There are no PSA 9s that exist, or SGC 9s that exist, or any 9s that exist in this set, in the 1888 Goodwin Champion set. So 8s are always the highest available, if there is. Many cards, an 8 does not exist. So there's wood Bicyclist. Now comes wood jockey. So here comes another one of the jockeys. This is a British jockey. You see the flag back there in a 5. And there is only one graded higher. I think it's a 6. So here's wood. Nice clean card of wood the jockey. And the last card of the set is Sucker Tort. Sucker Tort. I have it in a 1.5. It's got a major crease right down the middle. This is the one listed on the my registry. So I have an improvement, which is the Sucker Tort in a 5. And that shows him getting ready to make a move, chess move there. It's a nice card in a 5. And that is the N162 Goodwin Champions from 1888, the complete set. This is the end of video part 2. So thank you very, very much, everyone, for watching my videos. Please like and subscribe. And if you want to see more or anything else you'd like to see, just comment there for me, and I'll do whatever I got to do to get more subscribers. But stay tuned. I've got some another great sets and collections coming up. So thank you very much, everyone. Have a great day.